Be 100% कर्नाटक किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना. Who asked you that zero complete level? मौज में रहो, be happy. Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. In every experience, in every perception, there are 4 factors involved. One is the object of knowledge. Second is knowledge of the object. Third is knower of the knowledge of the object. And all these 3 things together are known by the 4th one. We have to do nothing. When I say I am angry, so the object of anger, experience of anger, and the angry personality, all the 3 I know. So as much the object is other than me, as much the knowledge of the object is other than me, as much the knower of the object of knowledge is also other than me, then how can I be angry? See? But it is here we are unable to catch it. Because we are not extremely relaxed, but either extremely relaxed, sleeping, or extremely agitated. Extremes are easy. See? So we have to remain undisturbed, but not sleeping. Friends, this is what is indicated in the 36th verse. Sarva bhutalaye jate yadvat vyoma sunirmilam tattadrupa swakam dhyayet vyaptam chaivatu nirmalam. Sarva bhuta laye jate yadvat vyoma, the space. See? Now you can see this object and the background is green. When this object is removed, we immediately see the background. But that is also an object. But for the existence of this object, is the background necessary? No. So who is the real support of the object? The space, not the background. Therefore, when the object is removed, we say there is nothing. See? So the one who knows there is nothing, he is there, no? He is not absent. Therefore, sarva bhutale jate. What are the bhuta? The prithvi, the jala, the agni, the vayu, 4 of them. Laye jate. This is what exactly the process of sleep. So when we go to sleep, we start discarding, devaluating the things slowly, And ultimately we come to a point that the one who was discarding everything, the one who wanted to sleep, even that has to be discarded. Then the sleep begins. Similarly, Sarva Bhutale Jate, so gross world, Prithvi, liquid world, the waters, hot world, the Agni, and the moving world, the mind, the air. Laye Jate. What remains? Unchanging, homogeneous, undivided space. So, Vyoma. And how is this space? Sunirmalam. It has no impurity of names and forms. The tattad rupam swakam dhyayit. This is what is our essential nature. We will have no attributes to speak about. It will be only the language of negation. There is no shape, there is no liquidity, there is no heat, there is no air. Everything negate. Therefore, that experience which is attributeless, like the mind supports colors and forms, but the mind has no color and no form. The mind supports the smells through the nose. The mind doesn't have smell. The mind supports the taste through the organ of taste, but the mind doesn't have any taste. Therefore, if we want to come to recognize ourselves, we have to give up all the attributes. Tattad rupam swakam dhyayet vyaptam chaivatu nirmalam. See? This is what is our essential nature. Therefore, this morning, we have not done anything. Try to come to this point. And it cannot be told, it has to be recognized by oneself. Tadeva janma safalyam pandityameva idameva hi chaladvaya vayu yuk samam chittam nischalam dhriyate yataha. That is the fulfillment of life if we are able to hold our mind, which is like a constantly moving, steady. Then na urdhvam dhare chittam na madhyam na adha kvachita antara bhava vinirmukta sada kuryanyarashrayam. Then na urdhvam dhare chittam. Don't try to see above, what is the God is above. No. Na madhyam, not in the center. Or madhyam, bhru madhya. Na adha, not in the heart. These are the three places the yogis tell to focus your mind. Either in the Mooladhara, in the Sahasrara, so they go on doing like this something. Or they will be having Madhyam in between the eyebrows, or the Adha at the spiritual heart. So, na urdhvam dhare chittam, na madhyam, na adhaha kvachit. Then, antarbhava vinirmuktam. Now give up that you are inside and you are looking outside. This is what we have been emphasizing again and again. Unless this in and out illusion is dropped, samsara will continue. And it cannot be dropped. Then what can be done? Avoid. What cannot be cured should be avoided. Therefore, antarabhava vinirmuktam. Therefore, I am inside, the world is outside. All these things should be dropped. Then one day it will click. When it will click, God knows. That inside, outside experience demands a reference point. Without a reference point, inside, outside cannot be established. Therefore, antarabhava vinirmuktam sada kuryan nirashrayam. See, supportless being. When the teacher was telling the wife student in Upanishad, where is this world? So he said, forget about the world. Where are you? I am in your kutia. Where is the kutia? Kutia is in the ashram. Where is the ashram? Ashram is in Karnataka. Where is Karnataka? In India. Where is India? India is in globe. Where is the globe? In the waters. Waters in the fire. Fire in the air. Air in the space. Where is the space? Space is in the mind. When the mind closes in deep sleep, where, when, what? These three factors disappear. So the whole world is in the mind. And mind cannot think unless a reference point is given. See? This is what one technique we told you. Reference point, you are a husband or a wife. Think. So what will be the thinking? About wife or husband respectively. See? But if you have no reference point, meaning what? You are nobody, nothing. Who can help us? We have to recognize this. And mind has only one reference point and the body identification. Therefore, after body identification, then I am inside and you are outside. Samsara begins. Antarabhava vinirmuktam sada kuryad nirashrayam. Therefore, don't take the support of anything. The mala in the hand, or a statue in the front, or some music going on, see? Or various kinds of mudras going on. Mudra is what? Ashcharya. Pata nahi kya hai? These are the mudras. Don't take any support. Like the space doesn't take any support. Nidrayam bodhaye chittam vikshiptam shamayet punaha pakshadvay parityage samprapte naiva chalayet. Nidrayam bodhaye chittam. This is the problem with many people. They are unable. See? Nidrayam. While sitting itself, they do not know switch off. One experience I had told you in one of my lecture in Mumbai, it happened. Two fellows were sitting next to each other. One was Kumbhakarna, other was Dunlop pillow. Now this Kumbhakarna, in no time, even Guru Brahma was not over his. And because the pillow was there, next. Now that pillow was very uncomfortable. So, after some time, pillow thought, let me get aside, then his sleep will be disturbed. He will get up. But those who are born for sleeping. See? So, when the Kumbhakarna saw that the pillow is moving, he put the hand. Dear friends, you can do nothing to them. See? Or else, if you look at them, you may get into sleep. Sleep is a contagious disease. Therefore, anybody around, when you sleep, I feel jealous. Why should I sleep? I will sleep also. You go to hell, who cares? See? We have to remain alert. Therefore, nidrayam bodhaye chittam. When the sleep comes, stop breathing. What if I die? Problem solved. See? Nothing to do, nowhere to go. Problem will be for those who are alive. Ab kya kare iska? Nidrayam bodhe chittam. Same thing happens with whatever sadhana you do. If you are chanting the mantra, Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namah Shivaya. And the hand, because of the practice, continues. And this fellow is sleeping. Nidrayam bodhe chittam. Then vikshiptam shamayit punaha. And also if the mind is disturbed, again quieten it down. So two extremes are easy. Or extremism is very easy. See? Either eat like a buffalo, or don't eat at all. Not difficult. Bhagavan says, Yukta hara viharasya yukta chestasya karmasu yukta swapnavabodhasya yogo bhavati dukkha. See, we have to consciously recognize this. We have to have perfect balance. Eat, but eat that much so that your hunger is kept alive. Don't eat to satiate your hunger fully. You must have seen in Agni Kunda when they do the offering of the fuel. Those who do not know, they will be offering so much that the fire dies. In the same manner, we eat so much that the hunger, the fire dies, and then constipation. Therefore, vikshiptam shamayet punaha. So neither we want to sleep, nor we want to be agitated. The mind is 100% available. This is what we told you in simple mantra. Wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100%. Then, pakshadvaya parityage. Then give up the relativity, I versus you. Paksha, I, the knower, the world, the known. Parityage, samprapte, and having attained this, naiva chalayit. Again, don't struggle. So this is a constant practice that a seeker has to practice. Nobody can do it for us. Nirashrayam yada chittam sarva lammanavarjitam manovastha avinirmuktam vidneyam mukti lakshanam. Chittam sada nirashrayam. Let us keep the mind empty. Nirashrayam. No contents. See, take one example. I was putting that hand gloves for washing my hands, etc. So that time I discovered this technique. When that those rubber gloves, when they have no contents of my hand or finger, they are. But the moment I put it, in the same manner, when mind is empty, relax. But then something gets into it, becomes tense. See? What gets into it? Some event, some memory, some worry, some person. See, friends. So, if that tense or the tension on that gloves has to be removed, what is the only way? Remove the content, the palm. It will be normal. Exactly same way. See, when nirashrayam yada chittam, the mind is entertaining nothing. Sarva alambana vivarjitam. Don't take support of anything. Mala, name, place, asan, nothing. Drop everything. And come to a point where nothing more is left to be dropped. Then, mano avastha vinirmuktam. Then, all the states of the mind are discarded. Which are the states of the mind? Jagra, Sapna, Sushupti, Samadhi. These are the 4 states of mind. Waking is Buddhi Pradhan, logic, reason. Dream is Mana Pradhan, confusion, chaos. Deep sleep is Ahankara Pradhan, In the deep sleep, our five elements do not get disintegrated. They still remain. So here ahankara is not ego. Ahankara is a tattva. Bhumirapo nalo vayu kham mano buddhirevacha ahankara iti yamme bhinna prakriti rashtadha. Ahankara is not referring here to ego. So ego is that tattva, because of which the five elements remain integrated, and although we sleep, the five elements do not get disintegrated, and also the blood circulation continues, the hair grow, the nails grow. Who is responsible for that? This ahankar tattva. Waking is buddhi pradhan, logic. Mana is mana pradhan, confusion and chaos. The sushupti, deep sleep, is ahankar pradhan, and samadhi is chitta pradhan. What is chitta pradhan samadhi? If you tell your disciple that, hey, brahmachari, kindly get me a cup of tea, and while talking the Babaji switches off in samadhi. And thereafter, no, brahmachari can't disturb the Guru. And after 2 days, the Guru gets up. First question will be, where is my cup of tea? Because with that thought, he has entered samadhi. Chitta is a memory of the subtle body. So these are the four things. So here the say, all these states of the mind having discarded. See? Mano avastha vinirmuktaha. This is what Bhagavan says in different way. Mattaha smriti jnanam apohanancha. I alone support the Jagra Sapna Sushupti Samadhi. And therefore, who is this I? This is worthy of knowing. And this is the same thing here. Mano avastha vinirmuktam vidneya mukti lakshanam. So we have transcended all of them, and then the I is no more a relative I. This I is not opposed to anything. See, unopposed presence. See, vidneyam mukti lakshanam. This is what is called liberation, Maharaj. Sarvalambana shunyam cha dharayitva manohrudi yajnanam jayate spashtam tadabhyasa paro bhavet. Sarva alambana shunyam cha, no support. Neither the mala, nor the japa, nor the pranayam, nor the asana, nor nothing. Everything is given up. Means what? Like we give up everything when we are in sleep. So sarva alambana shunyam, but not going to sleep. Then dharayitva manaha, now such a mind. What is to be done with the mind? Hrudi. Now focus that mind which has given up everything on its own source. We have to give up extrovertedness. So, mano hridi. Then what will happen? Like when eyes start seeing themselves, the vision disappears. See? Try this thing. Look the background behind me and experience where are you. You are away from yourself. Now withdraw from there and focus your attention on my camera. Now experience yourself. Where are you? You have come a little closer to yourself. Now look at your own eyes. But don't close the eyes. Keep the eyes open and look at your own eyes. Then see what is that experience. This experience is like, because the eyes are open, things are seen, but a seer is not born. Like, you stand in front of the mirror, mirror reflects everything, rejects nothing. But I am reflecting, this notion doesn't happen with the mirror. Exactly the same way. Recognize this. This we tell you in our simple mantra, देखो सुनो मत बोलो. When we make a comment, somebody is born, seer is born. Like those who go to sleep, ears are open, hearing is happening, but no hearer is there. So in that sleep they are realized. सर्व आलम्बन शून्यम च धारयित्वा मन हृदय धारयित्वा. Now focus your attention on your own source. Manasam tu kim margane krite. Then you will come to know naiva manasam. There is nothing like mind. Now that mind which does not exist, how can you improve that? How can you destroy that? Can we destroy the mirror because it is reflecting everything? You may destroy, but the pieces will continue to destroy. You can't stop that. Only through understanding. Like, we understand, therefore we don't fight with the mirror, but the dog doesn't understand, he fights with the mirror. Therefore, unless we are convinced everything is happening in the mind, in fact there is nothing nowhere, and that mind where everything is happening, that mind doesn't exist. Show where is the mind. See friends, so yad jnanam jayate spashtam. Then as a result, so experience is happening, but experiencer is not born. That experience, that jnanam spashtam, tad abhyasa paro bhavet. Now become oriented in this way of your practice. And this practice is very simple. देखो सुनो मत बोलो. See friends, if you cannot take the cold, it is very cold, don't fight with that. Tapasya, tapasya. Put on something warm and be cool. Don't torture yourself under the disguise of so tapasya. No. अपनी औकात पहचानो. Find out what for we are capable. Suppose you cannot take the spicy food, then don't take it. No, but if I waste, food should not be wasted. When you eat unwanted, that is the wastage only. Control yourself. So, yad jnanam jayate spashtam, tad abhyasa paro bhavet. Now start practicing it again and again. So, the net result will be, we will reduce our gossiping. But we will not be lonely. We will not feel lost. We will not take support of anything. We are at peace with ourselves. And the most important, we will not sleep. Because you have now transcended the mind. Sleep is in the mind. As much you are closer to your being, to that extent, the number of hours of sleep is reduced. So, yajnanam jayate spashtam tad abhyasa paro bhavet. Further, ये ध्यायन्ति परम शून्यम निष्कलम निरवस्थितम ते यान्ति परमं स्थानम जन्म मृत्यु विवर्जितम. ये ध्यायन्ति परम शून्यम निष्कलम. Kala is, the man is Brahma, Putra he is a Manushya Kala. He is a husband, he is a Manushya Kala. So, ye dhyayanti param shunyam nishkalam, meaning a man starts living as a man, although playing the role of various characters that we have to play. We don't have to leave, take anything. So, ye dhyayanti param shunyam. Param shunyam means what? Where the sense of otherness is invalid. Ye dhyayanti param shunyam. Nishkalam. So when eyes are open, seer is born. When eyes are closed, seer dies. So seer and not seer, these are the kala of the mind. So when eyes are open, seeing is happening, but seer is not born, this is nishkalam. Hearing is happening, but hearer is not born, that is nishkalam. No kala. So ye dhyayanti param shunyam nishkalam, then niravasthitam. See? Therefore, there is no particular state, jagrat avastha, swapna, sushupti, no. There is no avastha. Friends, ye yanti param sthanam, they have attained the ultimate being. As a result, janma mrityu vivarjitam sthanam yanti. They attain freedom from janma mrityu. What is janma mrityu? Identification with the finite is a birth. And disidentification from the finite is a mrityu. When we wake up, we are born. When we discard the body identification, we die. Every day we can experience this. This example I told you. One child asked this question. When the world is created, where the world begins, where it ends. So I told. When the world is created, when we are awake in the morning, the world is created. Last night you all slept. That time, were you in Coorg? No desha, no kala, no vyakti, no vastu. When we wake up means, now I am in Coorg. So, the world is created when we are identified with the body. The world is maintained till we are identified with the body. The world ends when there is no identification with the body. So where from the world begins from body identification and ends in body disidentification. Over. For these, people take sannyas only colorful. But what is the real sannyas? And therefore, the names of the sannyasi is followed by Ananda. It is not a monopoly of the cinema actors, Devananda. So, Gadbadananda means Mr. Gadbad. For namesake, be happy. See? Therefore, when this sannyasi is given what they do, they change the name and the form. Not only that, the person who takes the sannyas or who is given the sannyas, they perform the Viraja Homa, their own Shraddha Karma. We have given our own Pindadanam. For all technical purposes, we are a dead body, don't touch. If you touch, go and take bath. That is the meaning. So, ye dhyayanti param chinyam nishkalam niravasthitam. And te yanti paramam sthanam. And therefore, there is no birth, no death, no nothing. Meaning, we will live in the relative world, but we will not be influenced by all the ups and downs of the relative world. This is the meaning, going beyond death and birth. See? Deva Devyasthatha Chane Dharma Dharmau cha tat phalam Ashraya Shrayi Vidnyanam Samsarasya ja bandhanam. All these things is a bondage. This is samsara. What? Deva, Devi, all Anya Dharma, Adharma. And then their result, if I do this, I will get this thing. Ashraya, Ashrayi, dependent and depended upon. All this knowledge is samsarasya bandhanam. There was a great saint. He was living in that what is today called Sri Krishna Janma Bhumi. His name was Sudarshan Chakra. His name was Sudarshan Siha, but his writing was so beautiful on Bhagavan Krishna. So some Mahatma called him, "Hey Sudarshan, you are a chakra." So he adopted that name from that chakra. Once he happened to meet some Mahatma somewhere, and that Mahatma, he didn't ask anything. He said, "Oh, you have come, I'll give you something." And then he did like this thing, and one fruit has come in his hand. Take this thing. He said, "I don't want." Why? Where from you have stolen it? Then that Mahatma who had the Siddhis, he said, "You are a pakka." All Siddhis are stealing things from here and there. How the things are created in this world? Only by the admixture of 5 great elements. Whether it is a gold, whether it is a Rasgulla, whether it is a human being, whether it is a donkey. All of them are nothing but the different combinations of 5 elements. And this ability to mix the 5 elements and create the things and being is only vested in Brahmaji, not in anybody. Then where from these things come? Chura ke le aao. See, friends, but average people like us, they get very much chanted, chamatkar. See, friends, it happens, but what it is? It is not the reality, it is not the spiritual path. Therefore, Deva, Devi, Anye, all other gods, Dharma, Adharma, Tat Phalam, and if you do this thing, you will get this thing. Ashraya, Ashrayi, dependent on something and on what we are dependent upon. These two of them, all this knowledge is samsarasya cha bandhanam. All this can be summarized by one simple understanding. Whatever is created is destroyed. Hey friends, don't get enchanted and carried away by these kinds of siddhis. There are many seekers, they call their guru as God. You must have seen Bhagwan Ramana Maharshi. He himself didn't call him. Bhagwan Ram Krishna Paramahams, Bhagwan Satya Sai Baba. Now see their personal and life in their own organization. If we have seen God, there should be complete change in us, is it not? But what change? No. He complains about that, he complains about that, he condemns this fellow, he condemns that fellow. Since how long you are with Baba? 20 years, 40 years. See friends, the samsara is such a karanam. I am not hurting anybody's faith, but you should know this thing clearly. So Ashraya Vijnanam Samsarasya Bandhanam. Continuing further. Ashrayo Dvanda Mityuktam Dvandva Tyagat Parodayaha Jivan Mukta Sada Yogi Dehat Tyagat Vimuchyate. Ashrayo Dvandam Ityuktam. Support is duality. Colors and forms cannot be established without division. Vision cannot be established without colors and forms. When we go to the eye doctor, and then what they do, they say, sit down and now read the first line. So the minister say, I can't read. Okay, he increases the size of the font. Now you can read. Now I can't read. They make the font of size 6 feet. Now you read. I can't read. Why? I don't know English. But you are education minister, therefore. Then it is okay. So when you are standing in front of that chart to read it, and that very moment, light goes away. So absolute darkness. So in that darkness, can we establish the vision? So for establishing the colors and forms, vision is necessary. For establishing the vision, colors and forms are necessary. Then who is dependent on whom? This is what is said here. Ashrayo dvandvam iti uktam. Dekho Maharaj, being without becoming is the truth. Can I be a husband without a wife? I cannot. To be an unfortunate fellow, you have to have a wife. See? Therefore, they say, this I learned in England. After my 1 or 2 lectures, there was one old Britisher. He said, Mr. Swami, you people from India don't get married? I kept quiet. This was his wisdom. He said, after all, happiness is not everything in life. That day I discovered there are 2 types of people in this world, those who are married and those who are happy. See, friends. So, Ashrayo Dvandam Ityuktam. Then Dvandva Tyagat Parodayaha. So we have to give up the Dvandva, meaning dependence, meaning relativity, meaning duality. See, friends. Therefore, if you study all the scriptures, these 2 words are very important to be understood and practiced. One is Dvaita and second is Dvandva. Dvandva is the complementary opposites of which the world is made. In this world, there is nothing which is singular. Everything in pairs. Joy, sorrows, gain, loss, rich, poor, health, disease. Everything is in complementary opposites. But if this is what the world is made up of, do we have a choice to accept or not? You have no choice. You have to accept as it is. And if we are not influenced by the Dvandva, then to that extent we have conquered the Dvaita. Dvaita is I versus you. See? Therefore, Ashrayo Dvandva Mityuktam Dvandva Tyagat Parodayaha. So when Dvandva is given up, that means we do not give any choice to ourselves. Whatever food is there, before eating, say it is wonderful. This I learned in our Anandamayi ashram in Gujarat. There, when all the people sit together, you just can't start like that. So the person who is conducting the whole proceedings of the food, he says, everybody is given everything. Now he will say, Narmada Mata ki jai, Narmadeshwar Mahadeva ki jai, so many jayakar, and ultimately he will say, now repeat. आज का भोजन, everybody has to say, बहुत अच्छा है, without eating. And when the people don't say properly, he said, not like this, say loudly. तो आज का भोजन बहुत अच्छा है. After you say that, you can't say food is bad. So start. No comment. That is dvandva tyagat parodayaha. See, friends. Therefore, Jivan Mukta Sada Yogi. Then you are Jivan Mukta. Jivan Mukta means what? You are living without any special status. Wherever there is any speciality attached, we are far away from the truth. Therefore, this word, remember, one is Pramana Nirapeksha Anubhuti, experience without involvement of any means of knowledge, and Nirvishesha Satta, do not become Vishesha, do not become extraordinary, remain ordinary. How much burden of speciality we are carrying? I am man, woman, young, old, Tamilium, Karnataka, Kannadiga, and then the Mallu. How many of them? In addition to that, spiritual also. And in spirituality, there are so many varieties. Therefore, Dvandva Tyagat Parodayaha, Paraha Udayaha. Then we have discovered our essential self. Friends, what we say, Suryodaya. But the truth is, sun never rises. It is the movement of the earth which is superimposed on the sun. Sun is stationary. Our earth is moving like this, and therefore the sun appears to be coming in the opposite. Like when you are sitting in the car in the front seat, car is moving. If you see the white lines on the road, they look running in the opposite direction, in the same speed. But truth is what? Car is running, not the road. Exactly the same way. Parodayaha. When we discover all the changes are happening with reference to the changeless. When you fly in the sky, in the air, if it is a night, look outside, nothing can be seen. There is no reference point, therefore you don't experience that your flight is moving ahead. No reference. How simple it is. Therefore, Dvandva Tyagat Parodayaha. And Dvandva is created by this mind. Then, Jivan Mukta Sada Yogi. And he is Jivan Mukta. Jivan Mukta means what? In one of the texts, this is given very exhaustively, different levels. Those who are not disturbed, then those who are not even aware what is happening, whether they are clothes on the body or not, whether they have taken a bath or not, whether the animals are coming and sitting with them and eating. Nothing is bothering them. See, how Dutas. These days in Tirunamala, you might have seen on the TV or YouTube, there is one Topi Amma. All the Angres, white people are after her. She puts on, anybody can give topi, she throws the first and puts a topi. That's the only thing. And otherwise, full of dirt and everything. And she moves around, eats anything, sits anywhere. These avdutas, then the ultimate are those who are so average, so simple that nobody will even suspect that they are divine. This is what is mentioned here. We don't have to become extraordinary. So, Jivan Mukta Sada Yogi, Dehatyagad Vimuchyate. And therefore, they have already disidentified with their body, they are already liberated. They don't have to wait for the body to fall. This point should be clear. Many places they misunderstand. Videha Mukti means after the body dies. No. That is not the meaning. In Bhagavad Mahapuran, Parikshit was cursed that he will be bitten by a snake Takshaka and he will die. And then he hears the whole Bhagavatam. In the 11th canto, he comes to discover and experience that the body is in me, I am not in the body. He has already established himself in that knowledge. Thereafter, the snake comes and bites. So who dies? The body, not him. He has already disidentified. Therefore, it is a death of the death. So here, dehatyagat vimuchyate, that doesn't mean that such a Mahatma should wait, are jalti mrutyaya. No. You continue. So when the body is functioning, it is called a Jivan Mukti, and at the same time, it is already Videha Mukta. But many places they translate this way. Videha Mukti means after the body is dropped. I don't subscribe to that. That is not the right meaning. Okay, Maharaj. Vairagyena vapustyagaha न वै कार्यो मनीषिणः आरम्भतः क्रियानाशे स्वयमेव विपत्स्यते. वैराग्येन वपुस्त्यागः. If you are dispassion, Manishina, the wise seekers. That means there are two types of seekers. One type seekers are dumb and the other type seekers are intelligent. Now, intelligent seeker should consciously remember and they should not commit suicide. Vapustyaga na karya. Vairagyena. Now I had this passion. I don't want anything in this world. My life is fulfilled. Therefore, I want to commit suicide. No. Vairagyena na karya manishana. Then, arambataha kriya nashe swayameva vishatsate. So if we have got vairagya really, what are the signs of vairagya? We do not get involved and we do not withdraw. Both. Where there is a need, involvement. Where there is no need, withdrawal. Involvement does not create a greatness about oneself, and withdrawal doesn't create a guilt of not getting involved in something. Observation of the quality of the mind. Therefore, if we have got vairagya, it's okay, we may not like something, okay, others like, let them like. No, this world is illusion. I want to commit suicide. It is like a dog sees the mirror and sees there, and we also see. And then dog is barking, shouting, but now I am wise, I know it is an illusion. The picture or the reflection in the mirror is an illusion. Therefore, I commit suicide. Are Dumbo, if it is an illusion, why you are shouting, fighting, doing anything? Can the illusion be removed? It cannot be. Therefore, vairagya, therefore, what it means, recognition of the world as an illusion is a vairagya. Vairagya is not, I don't decide, I don't take this. No, that is not vairagya, that is a superficial. Recognition of the world as an illusion, that experience of recognition is called as vairagya. Vairagyena vapustyagaha na karya manishina. So those who are wise, they should not get into that funny kind of thing. Give up everything and go to Himalayas and do meditation and create ashram. Manishina, then arambataha kriyanashe. Then what is expected? Initially, what will happen? Slowly, you will start getting naturally withdrawn from the world. Kriyanashe. You don't get involved in too many things. I don't know. Remember one basic. Social service is not spiritual practice. Don't do good to anybody. Let goodness happen through us. We say out of compassion and humility, oh, sun gives us light and heat. Om Mitraya Namaha, Om Bhanave Namaha. He is laughing. Why are you telling me that? You are giving us light? No, I have never given. Is he giving light? Is he giving energy? No. He has light. He has energy. Now those who go in exposure to the sun, they are benefited. Those who are inside the room, how will they be benefited? Therefore, sun does not have the ego, I am doing good to the world. See, this is what is to be understood. When we do good to somebody, then we want, this was done by this Gadbadananda. See, Maharaj, how simple it is. Similarly, flowers. Flowers have fragrance. They don't give fragrance. If we go in their proximity, you are benefited. If you don't go, don't benefit, no benefit. But because of that, is the flower feeling bad? See, इतना मैं सुगंध दे रहा हूं, कोई आता ही नहीं. Think, my friends. Therefore, initially, arambataha kriyanashe, this habit of doing good to somebody, doing bad to somebody, has to be dropped. How? We don't have to do good to anybody. Why? The one who has created the world, he knows his job very well. Then you need not do bad to anybody. Why? Everybody is self-sufficient. As much we destroy ourselves, even God cannot destroy us. Therefore, be wherever you are, then kurvanne veha karmani jiji visheshatagam sama. Wherever, whatever is your position, time, etc., do that cheerfully, happily, be 100%, and do not carry the burden of, I have done this thing, I have not done this thing. This is the meaning, Vairagya. Therefore, dispassion, I want to go and commit suicide. One frustrated person went on the Himalayan peaks and there he wanted to commit suicide. So he looked around. And in such places, Babajis are always there. So one Babaji was there. So this fellow came, Maharaj, I have come to commit suicide. Please bless me. I was told this is a suicidal point. Please bless me. He said, you don't have to go in search of death. She will find you. How simple it is. You don't have to kill yourself. She will come. Why she? This is what English language tells. Death is a feminine gender. What can I do? Ruth Saroje Yaham Rupa Ya Chitir Nirmala Achala Ahankara Parityagan Sa Chitir Mokshadayini. How beautiful each and every word. Ruth Saroje, in our heart, in the lotus of our heart, He Aham Rupa Yachiti, Nirmala Achala. So there are two Aham. One is the Aham, which is experiencing and becoming an experiencer. The second is an Aham, which is experiencing without becoming experiencer. Two things. Now, how do we practice is, hearing is happening, but hearer is not born. So, happening of the hearing is in the purview of the Shuddha Chaitanya. And hearing is happening, but we react, then it is the local ego. See, Rut Saroje hi aham rupa yachiti nirmala achala. These are so day-to-day experiences we can discover. Like the same example, when I see different color and form, I keep on commenting. I don't like this color, I like that color, I don't like this form. Who is doing this? This chota I. But the eyes have no problem. They are only illuminating. And therefore, experience without experiencer is the truth. And when there is no experiencer, then neither a success nor a failure. Therefore, on the spiritual path, there is never a success, there is never a failure. If we feel we succeeded, we failed, we are far away from the truth. Same thing. आज का मेडिटेशन जमा, आइसक्रीम है क्या? जमा. Because we are doing bhoga. We were not merged in the absolute. So, Rut Saroje Hyam Rupa Yachiti Nirmala Achala Ahankar Parityagat Sa Chiti Mokshadayini. So, Ahankar Parityaga means these are simple words. Experience without experiencer is Ahankar Tyag. And this Ahankar Tyag we can see. Eyes do not have the ahankar. I can see all colors and forms. See, nose doesn't have the ahankar. I can smell every kind of smell. Mind doesn't have ahankar. I can entertain all kinds of thoughts, good and bad. Then who has the ahankar? This non-existing entity has the ahankar. Who is miserable? Husband. So where is the husband? Can we separate the man and husband? This part is husband, this part is man. Where is this husband? So this non-existing entity is making us miserable. This is what he said. Ahankara parityagat. Find out who is disturbed, who is miserable. Then you will come to know the miserable is the husband. Now find out, is the husband real? Where is he? How is he? See? And he is disturbed because of whom? Because of the wife. Now, is the wife real? Is the husband real? The both two images are fighting with each other as we see on the screen. And we cry here, oh, what a pathetic, saas bhi kabhi bahut hi. As if the illusions of our life are not enough. We see the illusions over there on the TV and then start imagining, my mother-in-law is also like that. What is not there, we create samsara. See, my friends, therefore, ahankara parityagat, meaning what? You cannot give up the ahankar because it is not there. Then what can be done? Recognize who you are. Non-recognition of our essential nature is giving a birth to a non-existing child, Vandhyaputra. Vandhyaputra means what? A child of a barren woman. A barren woman cannot have a child. In the same manner, husband, wife, brother, father, mother, sister, in-law, outlaw, they are all Vandhyaputra. When the divorce happens, is the husband dying? He is no more husband. Where has he gone? Nowhere. He doesn't exist. This non-existing entity are troubling us. Like in one katha of Ramayana, Bhagwan Ram as a child was very much insisting for something. What? He wanted the reflection of the moon in the water in his hand. No, you bring it, I want that, I want that. How can you bring out a reflection from the water? We can fish out the fish. But reflection you can bring out if it exists. In the same manner, Swamiji, please tell my wife, she doesn't listen to me. Or I also can't tell because she doesn't exist. See, friends. Ahankara parityagat sachiti mokshadayini. Therefore, if you have to really business on spiritual path, this is the one. Experience without experiencer. When there is no experiencer, there are no comments. See? Then what is to be done? Suppose, like, I am allergic to a great extent to the milk and milk products. So what can I do? Avoid. Like yesterday when we were taking lunch, that time Maharaji told, Swamiji, you have to take rice and curds. So am I going to fight? Take it? Okay, take it. See, friends. Otherwise, life will become miserable. Don't be obsessed with anything. When you know this doesn't suit you, keep away. That's it. We are not against anybody. We are not against or hate or love. We have to protect ourselves from ourselves. See, if I am disturbed because of somebody, I can run away. If I am frustrated because of myself, where will I go? Commit suicide. Therefore, ahankara parityagan sachiti mokshadayini. That pure conscious existence is the attainment of liberation. See, these words you should understand. Atma, masculine. Brahman, neuter. Chiti, samvit. Chit, these are feminine words. All of them indicating the same reality. They are not different. Sarvopadhi vinirmuktam chidrupam yannirantaram tadichhatoham iti jnatva sarva saktim visarjayet. That Shivo. From here I can't see properly. Sarva upadhi vinirmuktam yat chidrupam. That unconditioned upadhi rahita. Now what is the upadhi? Upadhi is father, wife and son. Upadhi rahita. Free from the relation of the father, wife and the son. Who is he? He is a man. So, man is the reality or the Striya is the reality. Similarly, we have the upadhi. The Jnanendriyas, Karmendriyas, Mana Buddhi. When Jnanendriyas are dropped, then to that extent the world is dropped. For a blind person, colors and forms don't exist. For a deaf person, words don't exist. See? Slowly, what will be the sadhana? It will be understood. Sarva upadhi vinirmuktam. So we drop the worldly objects, we drop the sense organs, we drop the mind, we drop the I, and just start living as nobody. Living as nobody is coming to the level of Chetana. What is referred to the mother? Ya Devi sarva bhuteshu Chetana iti avidhiyate. That Chetana. And rest of the things are the expansion of this Chetana. So if we reach the Chetana, we are nearest to the Lord. And if we have to reach there, what is the journey? What is the GPS? GPS is having 2 points. Point of origin and destination. What is the point of origin? World. Now start your journey. What are the various stations on the way? First station is sense organs. Cross that. Next station is mind. Cross that. The next station is I. Cross that. And you come to Chetana. This is the journey which is not crossing the distances in a particular time slot. At this moment, we are all with Adi Shakti. We are neither man, woman, rich, poor, nor enjoying suffering, nor liking, disliking, but all experiences are happening. Because with the instrument through which the experiences happen, there we have divorced. So eyes keep on seeing, but no identification with the seeing. Therefore, seer is not born. Ears are hearing, but no identification with the ears, hearer is not born. Because hearer is not born, seer is not born, we are not reacting to anything. Like the space doesn't react to anything. This is Raja Rajeshwari Mother. In this experience, we have not done anything, we have not created anything, we have not become divine, but it was a process of undoing and unbecoming. Sarvopadi vinirmuktam chidrupam yan nirantaram. The seer by the eyes are valid only as long as the eyes are open. The joy and sorrows are experienced as long as the mind is alive. Understanding, misunderstanding is possible as long as the ego I is alive. But whether all of them are not there, we are ever the same. Idrupam yan nirantaram. Nirantaram, unbroken. Waking comes, goes, dream comes, goes, lecture begins and ends. But nirantaram, that which is unbroken presence. Tadichato aham iti jnatva. Tad shivaha aham iti atma. I should make it still bigger. Tad shivaha. That Shiva, that Paramatma, that Brahman, that Mahamaya, that Devi, aham iti jnatva. That Shiva Tattva I am. This picture, if you keep in your mind and learn, Devi is standing with the tongue out and the skull garland, and Shiva is lying down, and on that she is standing. Don't take that as an ideal to live in your life, okay? I am following Devi. Lie down. And keep that picture big in your bedroom. Friends, when there is a manifestation, Prakriti, Shiva is unmanifest. When Shiva is manifest, Prakriti becomes unmanifest. They are not against each other, like you people. They are not against each other. They know without the Shakti, Shiva is useless. And without the Shiva, Shakti cannot exist. With this knowledge, when we live, then Tat Shivo Ahamiti Dhyatva Sarva Saktim Visarjayet. Then all asakti, all the attachment disappears. Non-attachment is our natural state. We don't have to do anything. Is the vision attached to color and form? Is the hearing ability attached to the sounds? No. Attachment is an illusion. Therefore, don't get lost in so funny things that I can't live without him, without her. ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता. तो तत्शिवो अहम इति ध्यात्वा सर्वासक्ति विसर्जयेत. All asakti, all attachment, visarjayet. Give up all that stupidity and be cheerful and happy. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.